Okay, interesting. Nico is going to have an engagement with that P250. Rez tasked with taking those initial engagements with Nico. ZTR actually tugging the smoke and gets across. Nico choosing not to engage. A couple of shots from Unbreakable, but nothing connecting.
Okay, information flows. Now they need to rotate down towards lower. Talson, lay on the piece and first death. Tessus, bullet straight between the eyes. Kisuke has rotated down, has the support of Monacy. PR still a late piece through Hut.
That'll enable them perhaps to pivot. They're trying to sell this, get numbers. They've confirmed at least 2 towards the site. Monacy undetected though. PR chipping in into Tessus, and here comes that pivot. Yeah, he's opened up the avenue. They've played this so restrained. Nico in the heavens is going to have a chance onto the vent rotation. Tip of their head. PR doesn't find it. One will go down, and it's going to be a retake. Top site. Kersey maintains control of main. It's very heaven-centric. With no flashbang either. They're just going to have to flood into the site. GamerLegion lie in wait. Rez with that P250 versus the USP. It's a fair fight. Dropping into the site and down. Good night. Straight headshot from Rez. PR, only the one. Monacy needs to run him down. Kersey under scrutiny. It's messy, and he doesn't find the headshot required. Nico gets the first tap. And now trying to run him down. Oh, ZTR playing naughty games with the door. Nico, door stuck, and he's got no time. NT from Nico. GamerLegion take the T-pistol.
Okay, well, he's going to get to hold onto his Kevlar there, which means an M4 is available in this force buy for round number 2. But that is the opening kill for Tessus, but it's PR, the man highlighted on the screen there, keeping the options open, finding the gap towards the A site. Wrong place. This is going to be tough to get back into because as they walk up, they do have to worry about the smoke wall yard that is going to start to dissipate. Here they come. It's going to be too little, too late, she cried.
Way too easy. PR again with these openings onto Tessus. He's got him in back-to-back rounds to open up A.
Oh, Nico respects it.
Yeah, he has to. PR already working his magic. A couple of opportunities for the Nico Deeg, but not so much for the rifles, as you discussed.
Safe. Give it a go into the next, see if you can find any damage. Monacy and Kisuke definitely don't want to go down, and well, Nico has. So at this point, round over, 2-0 start. Very, very well done. And the big question marks for the roll cells out there is how is Kisuke going to be slotted in on this CT side? Monacy biting off more than he can chew there. That one is ill-advised on the peak. Maybe trying to get himself going early, but gives away a rifle into the next. Light on util now for the defense on the CT side. We're at the minute mark, so 55 seconds of a whole lot of nothing. Baiting out util, calling through the nades. Now ZTR calls the go.
Oh, good find from Monacy. Patience prevails on the Hut fight. One slips through. He's not ready or prepared. It's nice from Talson, but Tessus, bit of damage. He found PR, gets his revenge in this one, but it's still an advantage for Falcons to close. No one's ready for him. Kisuke coming in from heaven with that recovered AK, and it is Falcons on the board with their first.
Okay, well done from Monacy there. They felt like they had a very good idea. It was going to be that top pop, the fact that the AWP of that rotating piece is...
Yeah, and Kisuke lies in wait as well. Monacy to draw them in, spots the shoulder, fires the shot. Kisuke on high alert as his teammate and support gets removed. Flash will delay them further, swinging into it, comfortable with the first, and a double kill. Kersey has the bomb, hesitant to commit, and they do so. Nice headshot back from the Frenchman, but it's all Kisuke. Makes his announcement of his presence, a quad kill in defensive ramp, just like that.
Simple stuff, isn't it? He's going to love the way that one feels. Honestly, noting multiple bodies outside. Now the boost onto Red. Has to flick up into this, and actually will be warded away with a couple of shots from Talson.
Ooh, Nico tapping the head of ZTR very nicely. That's the PR response, though, and now Talson's AK gets a chance. Tessus, he braves it, takes the fight, and sticks around for more.
3 for PR so far.
Yeah, he's having a mad one on that Desert Eagle. Now recovers himself a little bit more. M4.
Bomb needs to be picked up. It's in no man's land right now, but there's so much time they can reset. 45 seconds, both down the vent. Now, they don't have a smoke, but there is a incendiary. This is going to be tough to really use to any advantage. I feel it's just going to have to swing and take the fights.
Yeah, but it's just ridiculous that it's got this close. PR is having a mad one to start for GamerLegion. Unarmored Desert Eagle brought down after 3. Kersey, however, in the meantime, that distraction has served its purpose. Nico will hear this momentarily. Yep. Bomb going to be planted uncontested.
Talson will be very happy for the bomb to go down. Lost bonus and an extra $600, but can he clutch this out?
Yeah, that's the question. He knows where they both are coming from. walking towards m0NESY. Good clear. It was all about that timing. If he could have just slipped around the corner, perhaps m0NESY overlooks him. Instead, Falcons recover from PR doing damage. Talson's throwing spawn instas. Straight towards the cross. This is very fast. Look how quickly this is. Before he even gets to red, Rez spotted by the break of m0NESY. Okay, at least that information is gathered, and so is the opening kill. PR put on his ass by Kaisuke.
Well, that's the kill that you're looking for. PR. 9 frags to his name so far.
Ooh. Yeah, Kickston's found one. Rez has kept things alive for GamerLegion. Nico, however, completely overlooked. ZTR, an attempted trade and damage down to 6 HP. That's Rez making a round out of it.
Okay, 2v2, very low sure, but still a chance to win this one.
Yasuke completely overlooked the potential of Rez underneath. Now Kickston on the rotate, a free one indeed. 6 HP, it doesn't matter. m0NESY, it's not the weapon you'd want for a clutch like this. Rez comes alive, announces his presence. He's certainly no slouch either. 3 kills from Rez. That was dire circumstances. When I see Nico's position and I see him overlooked, just like you, I can hear you saying, like, this round's done. Talson and Rez are very quick to this, and the bomb to follow as well. Kickson, no utility, so just his M4 and timing. Oh, he gets away with it. Traded out by Rez.
So this early pressure is going to put a lot of emphasis right now on the rotations. And here he is again.
Yeah, owned. Rez, nice shot, double trouble. Opens up that B site. Diligent clearing from m0NESY, catches the lurk on ramp. That frees him up to focus on that B bomb site. Kersey given that AWP to hold.
Worried about a second lurk piece there, Nico, so just clearing through. How does Tessus get into this? Well, he'll join them through ramp. They've got a little bit of utility to work with, but getting past the AWP, that's going to be the tough task.
Yeah, no kit right now either. Oh, spotted. Kersey down to 12. Hanging on by a thread. Rez is low HP, but he's still hitting headshots. 4 kills from the Swede. Job done. Round 1. Nico just trying to get out with something. His life and an AK. That's the best he'll get out of this one. Kersey by virtue of surviving.
See you later, guys. You're all gone.
Slate wipe clean. Kersey not. 4 HP. The man brings his AWP through. Yeah, I mean, GamerLegion made it look easy stage 1, didn't they? Breezing through it.
That's bang on. It was a 2-0 against Complexity and then a 2-0 against VP. So neither of those names making it either. As here we go, pace changing to a top rush.
Yeah, okay. Talson, perfect weapon. Up close, but hang on, awkward. A flurry of CT frags with just the pistols. m0NESY gets his, Nico another, and now ZTR and Kersey. He spotted something, didn't he? I think just the tip of the backpack. Oh, okay, well, announces his presence. Tess is focused on ZTR in lobby. They know where they both are, and ZTR takes a bullet from the UMP. Kersey missing his shot on that heaven exchange. 30 seconds as he still looks to relocate.
Trying to go ramp is ZTR right now. There is a gap available, but m0NESY in the vent should be able to respond to things quite quickly. Kersey, if he can get a kill on A, it might draw the rotation away so ZTR can plant, and can't hit it.
Oh, that was away back in, and now it just feels like an imminent Deagle body shot to seal the deal. ZTR finds himself underneath.
Just save.
Well, we don't want to give him an AK-47.
Yeah, not for free.
Nico, however, takes Kersey's AWP for a spin. Nico, an AK-47. And long-range duels with m0NESY's support. Oh, that's a very well-timed break. ZTR, a sitting duck. Knife out, your hero goes down first. Nico, a composed tap to the face, removing Talson.
Yeah, just playing retake and worried about them coming up through ramp is Nico. So, door's about to swing open. Here's the audible.
All right, now they get themselves moving. Nico, not going to be able to stop that plant. Trying to cover him is Kersey. Hits his headshot. Rez as well, combines. This is supposed to be a gimme round for Falcons. Now, 2 coming in from single door. Rez, no armor. Don't forget that aim punch is going to be brutal, and still a 1v3 handed to him. It still feels like it's impossible for Rez. Little fake plant on the Fuse, Monacy, isolated, Rez actually doing it. Another is required on the fake. Kixer needs to win it and does so. It's tight on the defuse. Kixer's got the kit just in time. How expensive, how costly, how stressful was that one?
Bit of a luxury there to have the T-side Molly be able to get that. Oh, well.
Would have been nice.
Would have been great. Still, burns of smoke.
Yeah, you're right.
So this is it. It's going to be ZTR throwing the smoke wall outside, highlighted by our lovely Obs. Rush the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then they're going to pop into top. So does Talson try and peer through that into main? Yes, he does. He's ahead on the timing.
Oh, they're not prepared. Tessus just about finds the head. Somehow, given the angle he had, PR though, is through for the belated trade. Needed the double up. Gixon denies. Pushing in. Tech9 goes down. What a spray from Gixon. Standing in the flames and delivers in mass quantity. Well, Nico's making no secret of where he is. He says, come and get me. Down the vent, up the ladder, firing shots. He ain't scared. And Kioske ready to finish off the job. Not able to do so. Kersey first at the clutch, but Monacy locks it in for a 7-5 half. It's a cushion. It's not comfortable, but they can work with it. Falcons 7, GamerLegion 5.
Potential. And the knife in the hands from Talson. So here comes the second wave. Oh, it's a fake. They're going ramp.
Okay, yeah, going to test PR. He's been having a pretty damn hot hand. Kersey still manages to put Monacy down, despite that instant deletion. Keeps it level. They're quite spread out, aren't they?
Yeah, well, they've used all that util to essentially keep the boots planted over towards A, and that's exactly how this one has fallen in. Now it's about the finish. So it's not going to be the nades. It's just going to have to be grouped up and trade heavy. 2 down towards B. PR backside. If Talson can bait, then PR activates.
That would be ideal. If he gets one and then dips away, misses his chance now. PR does try, gives it a good go. They both get theirs, but hang on. Kayasuke with 3 and more available. Kazi got it in him. Nico and Kayasuke to bring this one home for Falcons. A triple already. And another tap, this time from Nico. One bullet from the USP puts down ZTR and puts Rez into an uncomfortable one. Head-to-head duel, he heard the step, he knows where you are. Goes both ways. Pre-firing, deleting, and now all up to the 1v1. Rez, he seems to have a good idea. He's expecting Nico towards the dark position. Process of elimination, clears it through, doesn't hit it. Nico secures it. Again, Rez, he knows how to make these rounds competitive. He's got the aim in combination with PR. Kiyasuke's playing it very passive, doesn't have support, doesn't want to give anything up, and Kersey missed opportunity with the first scout. Quick pivot, look at this, they know they want to have their numbers in the right place, and so a full gamble down towards this B site, and already damage being inflicted, now combined, Rez and PR working together to get the job done. Somehow the bodies keep dropping, just tapping away, whittling away at the Falcons, and it all falls to the new kid on the block. Weapons to be retrieved. ZTR scavenges away the AK as he descends in the vents. An audible retreat from Kersey.
I'm not sure which player it was exactly pushing along the railing, but nobody would swing, and you can see the corpses now littered over towards this window side. That's a really poor round to lose there, and I think ZTR knows exactly that, wants to let him know. Nico on silo, so this is just hoping to force some rotations, or at least keep them in the dark.
Yasuke got naded down there, softened up. They put the AK on his shoulders, and, well, he doesn't get much done with that save.
Should be able to get this back because it is in the smoke.
Ooh, he actually knows that's what they're greeting for. PR! Outrageous moves.
Wow.
Such diligence.
Yeah, this kid definitely doesn't have the same level of shine to his name, but the delivery that we've seen out of him, he's fantastic too.
He's playing it so well, manages his angles, composed on the aim, and finishes it off. And 4th as well. Quad kill from PR, and that's not his first.
What's the opener for Falcons? Is it to let your players play, which would be half of the course, is Kiyasuke going outside, so...
He's going to meet Rez. They're going to have a head-to-head here. Looks like Rez wants to fight. Backing his aim, and Kiyasuke prevails.
Are they really going to try ramp? PR, he's on the boost. It's with the AK.
Why does it feel like we want another PR quad kill coming in? Anti-flash, telegraph, does he go? First is good, quick trade. Talson in response though, strafes in to support. Oh, love that. relentless in their pursuit of the trades. Kersey gets another. Now, Kyosuke, he actually seems aware of ZTR's potential positioning. Oh, didn't diligently clear it. And so his back is turned and he goes on down. GamerLegion erupt. Massive round from Talson. And they remain silent, not announcing their presence. However, Rez is on very much high alert. He's just playing for info. Jump spot. Kyosuke gets one deagle shot and it's actually not going to connect. Kixon has elsewhere though. Does that pivot them? Yeah, it looks like it will.
They got time to work with, so starting to get decent output. Another kill, maybe a plant. You'd be very happy with that.
Oh, but yeah, they're right to assume that Rez might have got a little more active, a little further forward, a little more vulnerable, susceptible. How does he play this? An important trade. Kyosuke delivers. Bomb going down towards that B bomb site. Like you said, another kill, a plant. Is that plant a reality? Looking good to do so.
Honestly, just has to hold vent and they win the round. Well, they're in. So,
holding vent.
Avenues for the retake are available.
Okay. ZTR's allowed to slip through. Late ramp arrival from Talson. Tessus just looked away, averts his gaze, and he gets punished for it. Attention drawn. ZTR pokes his nose out, closes the door, gets another. A little bit of fakery, a little bit of trickery. Bomb is still ticking, though. Pressure on. Despite the man advantage, they still have to get onto that bomb defuse. ZTR gives it a tickle. Swings on in, found by Kixon. Rotting that clock. PR swings in. Headshot from Monacy. The win is theirs. It's all theirs. Falcons steal one back.
Do you know, I actually believe that became more confusing for Falcons because walking in after you take down Rez, so there's nothing outside. It's more if they're pivoting in front of that, and there's also bodies who are currently glancing in that direction. Kersey forward with the AWP can also segregate this top pop.
Especially if it's the bomb coming in last. Sure, you got the opener. Oh, he's missed it. Monacy allowed to escort the bomb in. Tessus double entry. Hang on. Maybe, just maybe, this 2-on-2 still has legs for GamerLegion despite the shortcomings of the AWPer. He gets another. Doesn't use that nade to break the smoke. It does insignificant damage to Monacy instead. Kersey from heaven, an audible step, peeking into Monacy. Missed shot. He's had a few of those. Draws attention. Rez is expected. Kyosuke controls. And Kersey got to try and get out of there before Monacy hunts him down. Convincing sequence from Falcons to finish. Rez and PR, a reaction to that absence of information, and ZTR's MP9 works out. Walks into Squeak, finds his. Kersey on the pixel, finds Monacy. Back of a GamerLegion timeout, and they are laughing. Starting strong with 2.
Okay, this is... Oof. I don't love the approach. They could have just used the smokes to get across secret and then try and find a finish. Nico's actually picked up the AWP, and they're going to keep searching for fights.
Hoping for an overextension. Kersey, ooh, leg shot through the corner. Very nice shot. Puts him on 8 HP. Kyosuke low. Kersey ensures he's put lower. Oh, you know, Nico should have a window of opportunity for that fight to go his way, but now this one's cooked.
Maybe the best Kersey round yet.
Yeah, most definitely. That's a lot of impact felt.
And
round 1
stops the CT economy from getting broken at this point of the game. So just Kixon. He's not really going to have too much to say in a round like this. And yeah, I just think use the smoke wall, get down. You're in a 3v5 disadvantage, change the playing field. But instead they backed themselves. They thought, all right, well, we're better than these guys. Let's just shoot. And unfortunately, you get nothing.
And you're most definitely getting nothing when you look at this setup, this jiggly setup between the Rez and PR crossfire. You're not getting in. Kixon doesn't even try. Into this double. Secret.
Oh dear.
Oh, they're re-aggressing. Get your knife away, boys. They're coming for you. Monacy, gotta get more than one. The Galil connects, and so does Nico's. That's a big one. Tessus, that Desert Eagle needs to find something here. At least if just confirming the presence of PR on ramp. Cut down to half HP. Kixon anticipating this re-aggress with a fake runaway. Strafes out wide. PR not going to be caught off guard by that. A quick reaction shot from him puts us back into an even keel. Talson's unknown. He's actually starting to investigate into that deagle, and Tessus confirms, okay, 1 ramp, 1 hut.
Yeah, so do you want to brute force into B right now? You should. Smoke drop forward. That will force the rotation. PR heads down. Needs support before he can give this one a go. Kersey not too far behind. Monacy would love to punch in the digits and will.
Nico's got a nade. That would have been the end of PR had he thrown it. Now, perhaps a bit late. Yeah. 6 HP. Talson, set for success. Ooh, the FAMAS betrays. m0NESY delivers, that's his second. Very trying times now for Kersey and PR.
You had a smoke, maybe there could be a chance. But
it feels
right
like
now,
Kersey's just said, yeah, sorry, mate.
Yeah, you're on your own. And PR, he's circumnavigating the site, just making sure that everything's in order. Yep, the buttons still work, and yeah, this nuclear reactor will go off. I better get out of here.
Hello. What are you doing over there?
I liked the fact that we just saw from Keisuke that he's willing to jump. Not many rounds to work with. MP9 for PR. Auto shotty for Talson. Ramp pressure for Tessus.
Yeah, okay, Tessus, he wants to ask questions, and not bad from PR. Still gets his. Sure, ramp lost. Tessus, however, really has had a rough time on Nuke versus PR. His nemesis, ZTR. Puffs up his chest, trying to deter the finish on B.
Yeah, it's a balance there between restraint and getting into the site to give yourself a better position to work with, but he will need support, and quickly.
He's going around. Diligent util, everything covered.
Remember the loss bonus. If they don't get this one done, they might have to save.
Ooh, breaks the smoke, exposes himself, does not deny the plant. Keisuke gets it down. Auto shotgun on the retake.
Yeah, maybe if you're Talson, hang around to do some damage, you get an upgrade, but for the other two, definitely hold on to the AWP and the M4. This is 12 now. Falcons on debut with a new boy. Hasn't been easy. No one said it was meant to be. This is their opponent's map choice, and they're only 5 kills away from getting the job done. This round is secure, safe and sound.
Yeah, I mean, in stark contrast, right, to that messy one we saw against the 5-7s. Just waltz into the site, diligent util. Shotgun does find himself a chance at an upgrade if Kioske can do that, though it's denied. Kersey gets away with his AWP.
I'm looking at them snatching away around and throwing GamerLegion off kilter.
Kersey, aggressive AWPing. Molly, frag perfectly placed, and they're being held, but Nico goes down. It's a big shot, and he gets away as well. Opening kill. Perfect in their pursuit of 2 consecutive. Hamstrung are the Falcons. Keisuke down, Rez, perfectly placed crosshair.
No question about his aim and PR as it continues to deliver. Kersey now rotating towards ramp. Looks like they'll have company. m0NESY, Tessus, and then the late piece of this being Kixon. The 3 of them need to fight forward in this 3v5 scenario.
Yeah, I presume m0NESY's going to flash for this. Here it comes. Tessus just jiggling around. Spot to the shoulder, baits him in. m0NESY brings him down. Okay, that's awkward. That's a clawback from Falcons.
How much info did they get? Because they don't know if anybody's slipped down secret. You can see ZTR's position. He has no idea. He's playing so safe. And he only has that SMG in his hands.
They're making the wiser of the 2 options here. They are walking into the less guarded site. You want to remain silent, not announcing your presence, and be diligent on your clears. And ZTR, a tight angle, favoring an MP9 perhaps. Here we go, announcement of presence. ZTR readies himself. PR has made it down towards Decon as well to be disruptive. A jumping MP9, m0NESY removes PR though. ZTR a little late on the draw. Nade on his face, run on down, and this one all falls to Talson. MP9 at range. Tessus should have the distinct advantage here, but Talson wins it out, finds the M4, can win this, can save GamerLegion. Falcons fall, it's at the hands of Talson. Massive clutch to keep him in it. Starts to probe. Asking questions of Red Container. I think he may have spotted the shoulder of Keisuke. He puts him down.
Another man advantage, this time not 2 immediately. So
and another opening back-to-back rounds from Kersey.
This is perfect from PR. He should have 2.
Oh, just as he throws his nade, that's exploitable. Tessus has a go. Nico quick to the trade. Freebie for m0NESY, or a safe free. Damn, Rez even finds the headshot just before he goes down. So a 3-on-3 with an aggressing AWP. Oh, Kersey had the chance. That was the bomb carrier and only a deagle for the captain.
Overflicked.
Yeah, and the body shots, he's going to be remiss about that one.
ZTR's loud. m0NESY's heard this. They know exactly where he is. m0NESY will have heard this, and that'll be that. 13-11. Falcons get the job done. all the way, all the rounds required, but on debut with Kyosuke, the map will be theirs. Will the series stand and deliver in a similar fashion? Wasn't the top of the scoreboard on Nuke, Nico and Monacy helping him get that dub as we got the CT set up for GamerLegion. One window, 2B, 2A. One player over towards the triple box, that is Rez, and baiting that in is going to be Talson from Ticket.
Diligent util. Out ramp ahead of that, and then Monacy, what? Just double headshot, long range through a smoke. Rez reveals himself on triple before Monacy puts him down. Into the site, an effective start. Falcons pistol. Oh, ooh, Kersey, that's a nice tap.
Still going to be tough to win. 2v4 goes 2v3. And Tessus on the flank.
Is he going to go for it? Yeah, he is going around the world. It's being expected by PER. Confirms 2 towards the CT side. Monacy another. Having a great time on this T-pistol. Holding for PR. Nice tap. 2 to go. Time on their side. Planted for... Actually, not planted for either of them. So they're going to get a little anxious now. Trying to close that gap. He has got to reload, though. And he is just going to have to stick that 10-second. Yeah, time is going to win this one. But Monacy, the reason it got this close... Lovely work into the A site. He takes a couple of kills, 3 kills for the CT side. Well, this round, an exception to that. And heavy presence in middle here from GamerLegion. This could be a field day. Hang on, PR managing to actually start off strong. They get a couple of kills, more than they were worth.
Yeah, decent damage. Add that to the bank balance. Just got to find these last 2.
Oh, yeah.
Let's find a 1 dig.
Yeah, I feel like Tessus has kind of called this clear. Yeah, not a 1 dig, but a 3 dig.
Well, this is winnable.
It is now.
And right now, ZTR is not playing for information. He's playing over towards Ticket. He's tucked in. He's giving over the site, allowing the bomb to get planted. And you'd love to plant open to give yourself a couple of options for the post plant. Oh, how diligent is he on the clear? Very.
Very indeed. The headshot is going to be connected, though. ZTR, the best of a bad situation in that one, and it has put Rez into that 1v2. Whether or not he gives this a look in, that remains to be seen.
Worried about the swing through CT, and if he was quicker on this, there would be a chance, but now the bomb, it's already a third gone.
I don't know why the double-ups made me nervous. I think it's because the low HP player is playing second.
Yes, I understand exactly that.
Like if Nico gets one tapped here, okay, we're fine. Everything's fine. Falcons 3, GamerLegion is 0.
And Co, curious.
I mean, how many bodies is that in mid? That's the whole GamerLegion squad focused on this mid fight.
Yeah, and the B smoke fading now. So the runway wide open, or at least it was. Market play. ZTR needs a couple.
Yeah, PR is going to be able to support. No, he's not. No, he's not. I'll take that back. Tessus. Fantastic headshot. Only the 1 from ZTR.
Save.
As Tessus just breaks into the B bomb site. He kind of just claims that site back after losing out to that Res Deagle.
I really hope that the map pool for Falcons is Mirage, Dust 2, Ancient.
I'm going to be intrigued. I reckon, you know, like by the end of this season, there'll be instances of teams that have been working on Overpass secretly, and you know, you get some of those good old-fashioned like, oh, they haven't banned their permaban. Here we go.
I think the idea of that seems more reasonable than it does with Train, because even though it's the same name, it's a completely different configuration of the map. Whereas Overpass is still very, very similar to the last iteration that people played in the early stages of CS2 and of course then CSGO, other than I'd say cosmetics.
Yeah, textbook pathing from Tessus.
Kixon was with the pack over towards A, and that's where the bomb is, but Kixon just making sure there's no presses top middle off the back of that timeout. So GamerLegion, their start, PR over towards A. Singed out, Talson and Rez to contribute.
We should have PR here if he's not careful. What a flick! PR has his ears pierced. Just pokes out a lobe, and Monacy takes the whole head.
They always felt the most comfortable players like Monacy. The biggest change he had to worry about coming in from the academy was the fact that the utility's on a whole different level, and on the fade, Talson almost gets the double up. Monacy walking funny.
Yeah, that is a massive turnaround from Talson. Kersey's AWP though. Ooh, and Kyosuke working on it. Asking questions of him, and a one-tap laser beam to the sniper. The dominoes once again start to fall. Talson refuses to fold without another. Gets a second. Nico, however, matching the output. Lovely tap. And Kioske, he has his back turned, but will swing through and adjusts. Instantaneous onto ZTR, just out-aimed.
So to start digging, it'll be good on those shovels, as they do have the clamp down around middle possible, but the smoke towards window will remove the vision. It's PR. Haven't seen that same level of precision out of him just yet.
They just broke the smoke for him. He profits.
Very much.
I like this from PR. All the backs are turned. He has the opportunity and he has the aim as well. m0NESY, though, crouching, misses, gets the tag instead. Finishes the job with his Glock. Okay, Rez and Kersey could do something. Never mind. Just Rez, because Nico just one-taps the AWPer again. Kersey can't seem to catch a break. It's either
they know where Rez is.
Kioske or Nico just tapping him out of the round. Rez kicking up a fuss, kicking up a stink. Gets Kixon. Spamming away, winning the duel. Gets another, removes Nico. How is he alive with one single point of health to spare?
And he can win this because it's against the AWP. So the bomb goes down. He's path back to short. Might not be expected. m0NESY's so worried that he was closed. That's why he went for the fake.
And with 1 HP, he has to have the element of surprise, right? He can't be announced. Gambling, m0NESY stayed on site. Oh, he's aware of the possibility. Jumps up! Oh, that's an incredible way for Rez to take the first round for GamerLegion. Kyosuke's nades. Okay, so window arrives and they are very focused. You got the full focus. Top, mid, and under. Kixon asking questions of PR's hold. This has to be a one hell of a flash from Nico. Gets ahead of the play. Lovely proactivity from PR. 3 down. Round sure as can be. GamerLegion's. A little bit of an attempt from Tessus. Has Talson on notice. PR put to bed, but the damage is done. 2 on 4. Bomb at the top of middle with 40 seconds to problem solve. It's a top con smoke and a molly window. That does give them the license to move. And moving, Tessus is. Kersey, the smoke break will expose. Tessus wasn't prepared. A little bit of leg. Cheeky little bit of info. Talson has the cross. Tip of the head. Perfect from Kersey on the reposition. Honestly, not enough time to work his magic on this one. Tries to remove one, but there it is from Talson. Orb will be preserved.
This B split.
Well ahead of the expectation, and the fact that he's got nothing, no resistance ladder, really frees him up. And here he is, the man we just heard him talking to, Jeremy.
Big Jez.
Ooh, and an opener. Lovely start. Delivers what his team expected of him. Or just the con smoke, he just progresses straight through. Walks up on that and sets him up short side. Chip damage, actually Rez takes the brunt of it from m0NESY, returning the favor. Kersey's AWP hasn't relocated, they find that out for free. Oh, caught between a rock and a hard place. Nice hold. Rez and ZTR chip in. m0NESY stubborn into the site with a stunning headshot, but it's Talson on site to secure it. 64 points of health and a dream, and not quite the first. Ash very happy with what he's seeing.
Nico searching over towards A. Problem is he has this AWP at ticket. This is not an easy fight.
Oh, it is for Nico. Well, he treated that one like a science. 100 mile an hour peak, and then here is Kyosuke straight into PR's head. You wanted an answer, you wanted a little clawback kill. The unarmored Deagle has made things worse, exacerbates the problems for GamerLegion.
Well, right now it's the two Swedes over towards B, ZTR and Rez. And as we can see, top left of your screen, the radar, they've all grouped up. So multi-kill is available.
Yeah, Rez on Edwards, ZTR falls away with that info, and they're going to go running at him. The flash is decent, but he still gets output. Rez as well, double kill. Nico needs them both. They know exactly where you are. Rez has been brilliant, but brought down by Nico. Talson's approach, he's going for the silent Apps arrival. Will this be overlooked? Nico and m0NESY, neither of which considering. It looks like m0NESY now sets his sights on that potential.
They must have seen him.
Just like that.
They must have spotted him there as they were flicking around. I just heard a raise in murmur, one that was quite urgent.
Fade spotted, headshot provided. Kaisuke opens up. Kersey with a response. He needs to double peek and he gets it. They did not expect him to have the audacity to go for more. Triple kill from the AWP. The Frenchman steps up. GamerLegion needed it. And it's managed to be falling into a competitive affair. How has PR won that one onto Nico? He sticks around on the fight, low HP. PR pulls it across the line. Now m0NESY under scrutiny. They can wallbang and he fakes it out. He's getting run down, isolates the first, just enough time to punch in the code, and ZTR, he can pick it up for GamerLegion. Big round on the table. Stays elevated. m0NESY trying to track him, drops into the sandwich. Plenty of time to play this one out. Kit recovered, he'd love a smoke, can't seem to find one. m0NESY letting the clock do a lot of the heavy lifting here. ZTR doesn't have the audacity to stick it, and m0NESY calls his bluff. Second time's the charm, gives it a go. Flash and swing, m0NESY, internal clock perfect. Half a second in the defuse, he pulls it across the line for 8.
And there's info for Talson as well, so he knows the fight's coming.
Talson, ooh, gives it a go, has Tessus low, and actually taken down by a teammate. Nico, a freebie for Kersey.
This is about the flank now.
It is. Rez is very hot on their heels, and ZTR looking like he's probably set for another from this default box. Backs are turned, easy find, traded. Keisuke finds one, needs a whole lot more of that. m0NESY not considering that flank. Back turned and an easy frag. They'll close it out with a 4th. Is that something? Can they work with it? Is a 3rd map required, or can Falcons glide into that upper bracket's second day of play? Nico blocks the smoke, tries to play in front, will have vision top mid, and confirms very little out. Now jiggle out. Keisuke plays short side. Tessus blocks smoke. Are they going to likely run through this? Glocks versus USP up close, and that's how it goes down. GamerLegion are in. Sure, you got the kit and the smoke on Kixon, but such clean entries. I didn't even know if they've got a way in.
I think you should just hold on to this armor. I understand that you can get the team-based kill reward if you go for a couple of these, but I think overall the Kevlar is going to have a whole lot more level of importance for them if they want to go into a force into the next. So you drop this one, and you bang on 4 out of the last 6. So GamerLegion, they definitely hitting their stride. It's not like they won the first 4 and then were absolutely drubbed. Kixon is going to give this one a go, apparently. He had a look, had the smoke, had the kit. Didn't get a chance. So there's a kill for Nico. An extra $300. Everyone else, actually, an extra $350. So the 50 for everybody. He takes himself a little bit more to work with by holding on to the Kevlar.
And a chance for Kersey to immediately put Tessus in an early grave.
I am curious, just looking at this, I understand this is a force buy. So I was imagining that the setup was going to look something along these lines. m0NESY as your window player. We'll see how this Apartment's aggression goes on a PR. He's going to get double... No, he's not going to get double swap. Either way, he's done. And they were all just rotating back. So they've cleared that out. Maybe that's bad information. Maybe at this point, Falcons think, oh, well, we took down PR. There might not be a whole lot more to follow. They might just go over towards the B side.
You're worried about B, you're worried about middle. You're not worried about just walking up ramp. Saying that, Kixon is... Throws out the flames. Now they're confirming their suspicions with some util, full AXEC util.
Yeah, they're coming.
They are. Keisuke's been summoned. m0NESY as well. Kixon, low HP. Output from Sandwich would be impressive. Does he have it in him? Oh, jiggled out. Nice awareness from ZTR to remain hesitant. Nico gets active. Undeniably difficult to win that one. Falls into a 2v2 with bomb likely to go down. Rez tucks in behind the triple.
Their best fight because this plant would have been through CT. So this pivot from m0NESY and Tessus sending him the wrong way. There's that kit retained from the previous.
Here we go. That was more than Rez bargained for. You could see by his movement it wasn't something he anticipated. Regardless, it's worked out wonderfully for GamerLegion to weather the storm of this one. Kersey low, Rez holding. There's a world, I just don't think we live in it, where m0NESY, actually spots him on ticket, a chance. And Ash, he knows just how important that conversion is.
Well, Well, it's a symphony of deagles over towards middle as they pepper through the smokes, but I wanted to talk about the CT side setup because Falcons' previous CT side setup was Kicks and B, and all three of these rounds it's been this man.
Yeah, Tessus on B nowadays. He's made short work of Talson. Oh, and another one! Tessus! He's comfortable! $700 pistol makes mincemeat of the whole squad! GamerLegion ripped limb from limb by a Dane and a Deeg.
Oh, yesterday we saw Yabi just absolutely style on him, and now it's Tessus' turn today. Look at the smile on Zonic's face.
It's a Copenhagen special or something. What's in the war in Denmark? Yabi's Deeg, now Tessus.
Nico's smiling as well.
Bloody hell.
Everyone's having a great time.
Oh, yeah, and Nico gets his as well. What is that from Tessus? He's had a rough shake of the stick, some poor rolls, difficult rolls, and he's alone on B against a fully bought up squad, and he takes 4.
Well, that's where I was going with this, because he got to be the short player previously, and then you get condemned to being the B anchor, and he just stays so calm. The first is good, but it's what happens after that, and his angle management is picture goddamn perfect. Tessus, take a bow, my friend.
Oh, man. But, I mean, they, as you've talked about throughout the last season, they've been one of those teams that are really careful with their amount of game reps.
Especially in the New World Order or the VRS. But a flash forward on the ramp, kicks it with the MP9. Swings in and gets the opener.
Must have been a fantastic flash. Felt like there was a lot of hang time on the conversion there.
Oh, it already sucked for GamerLegion, but now it gets worse.
Honestly, he's holding for you, PR. Wow. Despite that. Oh, he's been caught by a fumbled jump. Kickson, good work. This MP9 output's gone crazy. He actually gets the AK upgrade courtesy of Kersey.
I'll start playing the music. The
yeah,
bomb
it is
will be
feeling that way.
Up from ZTR. It's 3-letter Swedes in combination to try and claw back a 2v4 number disadvantage. In reflection, I am liking some of the newer positions that Nico's playing. I think it feels like there is definitely a world where they... Well, actually, I don't know. I think at the moment, Nico's still playing Yard on Nuke CT side, right? And then Jisuke taking Rap. So that's a position where you get to put your mechanics on display once they come your way. I'm liking what we're seeing early, and how could you not with a 2-0 victory? Very, very likely now.
Yeah, especially against a team that, you know, made light work of Stage 1. The fact that you come in as a Stage 2 team and hand them a 2-0 of their own, that would be testament to, you know, being rightfully placed. Falcons, no slip-ups here. Couple of speculative taps from Nico, hoping to catch Rez swinging. And it's Kickson to finish the job. A nice clean headshot from him. A very impactful round. That was 4 kills from their captain.
And just to put a, you know, an extra exclamation point on that.
He's a grinder. He just wants to be playing. It's cool that there's extra stakes here. He'd be on Mirage anyway at this time of day.
And we haven't seen anything that makes us believe that he can't do it. He's got 18 kills right now.
Haven't seen a fumble. Haven't seen, you know, a lack of confidence. Haven't seen overthinking or overthought, however you would supposed to say it. Thinking, I think. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I thought.
And I'm thinking this one's done.
Yeah, I do too. 5-on-3, no chance for GamerLegion bomb on an island in middle.
It looks like debuts are going pretty well. G2 as well versus Fury. You guys can go and check that action out. But we're going to call this one done, dusted, all over Red Rover. How else could we frame it?
It's done. In a minute, in a second, in approximately 5 seconds, 8 seconds. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's the end of the game. 13-6, a shellacking. Falcons a very confidence booster to start off your campaign in Cologne. The Cathedral awaits if you pick up the next best of 3.
Yeah, this is great stuff, a good sign, and the arms race coming out of the break is to contend against Vitality. They're the world #1. They've had a historic first season in 2025.